Arsenal Football Club. This season, I think we're now nearing towards the reality of what's about to happen. And now it is a case of, is this a success or is this a failure? The story, is this a failure or a disappointment? Because we had a very good discussion on the Sunday Hangout, and we actually had the discussion before. And there's this whole debate as to, we expect Arsenal to end up finishing second, City to win the league, and would Arsenal's season end up being a failure or a disappointment? I say it's a disappointment, but some people say it's a failure, and I just want to really discuss that right now. So I think that, look, before we even get into the whole discussion and everything, look, whatever the case may be, Arsenal have overachieved. And I think I'm going to use that point of overachieving. Just be aware of that key phrase. And people seem to skip that phrase, overachieving, because that is a key argument for me to really try to explain to you why I think this has been more so a disappointment rather than a failure. But Arsenal have overachieved. They've overachieved. Nobody expected them to do this well or accumulate this number of points. So they've been ahead of schedule. So whatever the case may be, whatever would happen, of course you should be angry. Disappointed. Arsenal fans can't be angry. You can't be, and I'll maybe expand upon that, but if you're angry, okay. Like, I can't tell you how to feel. I can't tell you what emotions to have. I am just saying that you don't have to be angry, and you shouldn't be angry, but you should be extremely disappointed. So, disappointment and failure. Let's first start before the start of the season. So my argument starts like this, and I'll discuss both arguments. So my argument starts like this. You have objectives. This is our squad. These are our players. This is what we've done in the past. This is how much we've spent. You take all these things together and it's like, okay, these are our objectives. Nottingham Forest cannot have the objective to win the Premier League. You can't. Because you've just been promoted, this is your current squad, and this is how much you've spent. Your objective can't be to win the Premier League. For a Manchester City, based on your squad, how much you've spent, the players you've brought in, and your past experience, the objective is to win the league, is to retain your league title. Same thing for Liverpool. Liverpool, based on what you've done in the past, the quality of your squad, and what you've spent, the objective is to win the league. For Arsenal, Arsenal's objective was to get top four. That was their objective. And they've not only achieved that objective, they've overachieved. Because nobody thought that Arsenal would spend 92% of the time at the top of the league, and nobody expected Arsenal to run City at least this far. No one thought they'll do well. So they've overachieved. So you have succeeded at your objective with flying colours. Flying colours. But this is where people now say that this should be seen as a failure, because they say that objectives change during the season. So yes, your objective was to get top four during the season, but now that you accumulated so many points halfway through, now you've spent so many times at the top of the table, at a point where 8 points clear of Man City, those objectives should not change to, hold up. No, the objective is no longer top four, the objective is now to win the league. And by failing to win the league, you have failed. I disagree. Because I don't think objectives change. Now, what you want to do may change. What you want to achieve may change, but your objectives don't change. Your objective is your objective. But during a season, if let's say you are now overachieving your objective and so forth, now you have different expectations. So once Arsenal were in a title race, they weren't like, oh, no, we don't want to win the league. No, our focus is just to get top four. No, once you're in the title race, you want to win the league. But that isn't your objective. But your intention is to win the league. So the prevailing emotion is disappointment. That you had the league in your hands. Most guys would say you should have won the league. You ended up not winning. So you should be disappointed. But it can't be seen as a failure. Because I don't know about you guys. I never believed Arsenal would win this league. Because for me, I don't care about past stats data, how many points they accumulated, or where they were. That means nothing to me. See, the way I view football is different. I don't view football through stats and data. It's a feeling I have. It's a sixth sense. And I always said that I don't care how many points Arsenal have. I don't trust these guys when the pressure gets tough. Now, these guys need to prove to me that when the pressure gets tough, and once we now come towards the end of the season where things get real, palms get sweaty, can these guys now say what's up? Can they say what's up? So, the reality of the matter is when the pressure started to ramp up, they faltered. And for me, it just never really came too much as a surprise to me. So, because I just do not understand, because the word failure, you failed, it's to go with objectives. Now I can come at another angle. You failed to win the league. So did 19 other teams. Now, I get it. Not every team's objective is aiming to win the league, but you can make that argument. Okay, yeah, Arsenal, you went to win the league, you failed to win the league. So did the 18 other teams as well. They also failed to win the league because at the end of the day, this is still a competition. And the intention of every team is to win the league because let's say Nottingham Forest are like, okay, we just want to stay in the league. But if Nottingham Forest, 10 games to go, are 7 points clear, they want to go out and win the league. Because at the end of the day, it is still a competition where 20 teams are trying to win the league. 20 teams, each game, are trying to win games. There is no situation where a team is like, okay, no, we just want to draw this game and we're just happy to. No, well, everyone's intention is to win. Now, sometimes, okay, it will be difficult to win, but we'll draw. But if we can win the game, we'll try to win the game. And if we win enough games, we can win this league because it is still a competition. So, you see, because this comes to when Arsenal fans were leaving the stadium. When Arsenal fans were leaving the stadium before the final whistle against Brighton, I was like, why are you leaving the stadium? So you must be leaving the stadium because you truly believe that you'd win the league. And I understand, I get it. Every fan should believe in their team and should believe it all the way. And see, for me, even thinking about it now, I can't sort of chastise you for believing in something that you shouldn't have believed in. Because I would say to those fans that you should have never believed you'd win the league because you're going up against one of the greatest league sides of all time. A team that is already one of the greatest Premier League sides of all time. And these group of players have never been in this situation before. Last time we won the league is in 2004. Because if Arsenal were to win the league, it would be similar to Leicester City. It would be an anomaly based on the season Chelsea have had, the season that Liverpool have had. And when Leicester City won that league, 70-something points. So my thing though, when I said for Arsenal, can you really go toe-to-toe with Man City? Because we're not bringing the whole Liverpool aspects of this. Because for Liverpool, they push them all the way. Because see, if you're Liverpool or you're a Liverpool fan, you're like, Arsenal, you're not serious. Because Liverpool be like, we took these guys all the way. 97 points wins the league in every single year, apart from the 100-point season. Think about it. Liverpool's 97 points in 17-18. Was it 17-18? I think that's 17-18. Was it 17-18? Or was it 18-19? I think it was 18-19, I think. No, I think it was 18-19. So that's 97 points that they had, wins the league in every single season, apart from City's 100-point season. And they lost. And I think the next one was 91 points or 92 points that they had. So that is what you're dealing with here. You're dealing with a freak of nature that is Man City. You're dealing with a freak of nature that is Erling Haaland. You're dealing with a freak of nature that is Pep Guardiola and what he does within the league. When I saw Arsenal fans really say, "Oh no, it's a one-horse race. They can't beat us. We've won it." I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself? Because by Arsenal fans doing that, you're disrespecting what this Man City team is. Even the great Invincibles, the amazing Invincibles, they never got 100 points. They never got 98 points. They never got 97 points. So, my thing now is, it's like, so, because I go back to the whole thing, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say, because failure, for me, goes in line with what your objectives are. Arsenal have overachieved. And that's my key thing here. Because people say, oh, no. Look at where they were, and where they were, your objectives should change. I say, no. The objectives stay the same. You're overachieving. You've achieved your goal. You've got top four, but you're overachieving, which is that you almost won the league and you're comfortably second. Like, there is a massive gap and cushion between yourselves and third place. Because we all thought that Arsenal would only just get top four or maybe be third. At no point did we think Arsenal would be on the brink of 90 points. Hell no. We thought max that Arsenal gets max in the 80s, late 70s, maybe 76, 77, maybe at most 80, 81. At no point did we think that they'd get like in the high 80s or even the early 90s of points. No way. No way did we think that they'd get us. So they've overachieved. Because based on where Arsenal were for the past few seasons, this is a massive leap. It is a massive leap that they've made. Because we look at a Liverpool, it's a incredible fall down by Liverpool. Because of what Liverpool last season could have won a quadruple. UCL final, won the Karabuki, thank you, Mount, won the FA Cup, and took City to the last day of the season in the league. So, based on what Liverpool did this season, the expectation is, you win the league. And you go for in the UCL. So, by Liverpool just about getting top four, they failed in their objectives. So, if Liverpool gets top four, they would have failed because, based on what Liverpool did last season, the expectation is to win the league. You know, like he took them to that, but it's to win the league and to go far in the Champions League. But for Arsenal, who only just missed out on top four, your objective cannot be to win the league. Your objective cannot be to challenge for the league. No. Your objective cannot be to win the league or challenge for the league. Your objective is to get top four. That is the objective, is to get top four. Then you get top four, okay, let's see whether we may maintain top four. Okay, let's not see what we can now freaking do. So, that's my thing, man. And look, at the end of the day, man, we'll joke about Arsenal, the Arsenal fans, and how deluded they were. And also, Arsenal fans, I mean, you did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. You've made yourself an easy target. You cannot be angry at the abuse and the memes that have been thrown your way. Because the memes have popped off. I mean, the memes towards your way, they have freaking popped off. Shout out to J.S. West. His meme game is amazing, bro. So you cannot be angry because you did this to yourself. You did this to yourselves. But jokes aside, mockery aside, it's been an amazing season for Arsenal. And see, I get it. For the Arsenal fan, you'll feel deeply disappointed. The first emotion is deep disappointment. Maybe anger. We were so close. We were so close to winning our first league title since 2004. So close. But I think after that anger has gone, and after that sadness has gone, I feel the prevailing emotion should be, wow, this was a damn good season. These boys did really well. And we now have something to truly build upon. Because Arsenal, at a point, it was who plays the best football, Arsenal, Napoli. Now, City have now come and are now the best team right now. But for a large part of this season, it was Arsenal or Napoli. Then when Napoli went to it, we were like, oh no, Arsenal, these guys are the best team in Europe. Probably in the world. Shout out to Boys River Plate or Boca Juniors. But then on the flip side, Chelsea are going to re-up. They have to. Liverpool are going to re-up. What if the Qatari owners take over United and United get Harry Kane? Newcastle have arrived. And they are backed. So, I am not sure whether Arsenal will have this opportunity again. Because when all these other sides now come into the fray and they now improve upon themselves and they have money to improve upon themselves, I can now reinvest. I don't know where Arsenal fits in. Like Tottenham, by the way, said, but for Arsenal, if Newcastle improve and get better, Liverpool improve and get better, United improve and get better, Chelsea improve and get better, City, they're already there. That's five. Five doesn't fit into four. Five does not fit into four. Now, if Arsenal now greatly improve and truly invest and really get some top players, now we have a very exciting Premier League. We have an extremely exciting Premier League. But if Arsenal don't truly reinvest and truly rejig the squad, and everyone else takes their team and squad to the next level, it's going to be very difficult for Arsenal to compete, because this was a rare opportunity to maybe steal this league. I never believed they'd do it, but if they were to do it, this was the best possible time. So that is my viewpoints there, guys. Like, subscribe, one love.